Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I'm getting ready to enter in the city of Edgewood, Indiana. Basically, Edgewood, Indiana. I guess some people would consider Edgewood to be a suburb. Now, Edgewood, Indiana does have that suburban feel. It's just that here in Edgewood, Indiana, you're not gonna find a lot of your suburban amenities. Now, I had a request for me to do this video by someone that viewed one of my other videos. Now, I did a video of Edgewood and Fortsville and the Pale. I did a video a while ago. Like when I first started doing videos of Indiana, I did a video of Edgewood, and I believe it was Edgewood and the Pale all together. Now, I didn't go into specific details of either one of the communities. It is just one of those videos to where I was just driving through and I was discussing some of the characteristics of Indiana and what one should expect if they were to move here to Indiana. But this video is going to be specifically about Edgewood, Indiana. Now, basically, this community, it's very quiet. It's pretty nice. And this community is just right outside Anderson, Indiana. Which I got plenty of videos of Anderson, so go check those videos out. But yeah, this is one of those type of communities where if you're wanting to live in the suburbs, but don't quite have the money to live in the suburbs, this is one of those communities, a lot like Pendleton, Indiana, except smaller, where you can find yourself a home in a pretty decent, quiet community. And basically, Edgewood is a small, quiet community. You got a lot of big houses in this community. Now, if you're wanting to move to Edgewood, or if you're driving through Edgewood for any reason, you're going to want to be very careful that you do not speed. Now, out here on the main road, the speed limit is, I want to say, 35 miles an hour. The main road here is going to be Nickel Avenue. And the speed limit out here is, I want to say, 35 miles an hour. And if you go a mile above that, you will get pulled over. And yes, you will get a ticket. How do I know all this? The speed limit is 40 miles an hour out here. It's 40 miles an hour. How do I know all this? Because I've been pulled over here before, and yes, I did get a ticket. So, FYI, if you come here to Edgewood, you best obey the speed limit. Because if you don't, you will get pulled over and you will get a ticket. Now, here's some information about Edgewood. The population of Edgewood is 1,850 people. Now, to my surprise, this community has been losing population at a clip of 7.8% as of the 2020 census. And there is 2,287 people per square mile. Now the median home price here is $167,000, and right now the cheapest home I saw for sale was at $114,000. And this community was founded in 1916 as a suburb for auto workers. So this is considered a suburb, even though it's not directly outside of Indianapolis. But I guess for those who may have worked in the auto industry back when the city of Anderson had all those auto jobs, you had certain people that worked in Anderson and didn't want to necessarily live in the city of Anderson. So I guess there was a fair amount of people that decided to move out here. So the cost of living out here is clearly a lot cheaper compared to even Pendleton. And it's definitely going to be cheaper to live out here compared to anywhere in Hamilton County. But yeah, this area is nice and quiet. I mean, there's next to no type of riffraff out here. I mean, right now the housing market is crazy, as you all know. So if you want to move out here, I would say plan to spend at least a couple $100,000 for a house. I mean, for all of you folks that might be from the Northeast or the West Coast, and you're looking for a place to live to where housing prices are going to be cheaper and you'll still get to sustain a certain quality of life, or maybe you're wanting to improve your quality of life at the same time looking for a lower price cost of living. I mean, granted, this is Indiana, so I can't sit here and brag about the fact that we got over 300 days a year of sunshine. We don't. Most parts of Indiana, you're going to have an average of, you're going to have anywhere from 182 to 190 days of sunshine. So you're going to have a little less than 200 days a year of sunshine in most parts of Indiana. However, if you're serious about improving your quality of life and you don't mind a little bit of cold weather, you don't mind a little bit of snow, then come out here to Indiana. Check us out. You can come out and live in a community like this that's nice and quiet. Buy you one of these homes for a couple $100,000. Come the fall time, you can look outside your window and look at all these beautiful colors as the leaves start changing colors and falling off the trees here. I mean, there's a lot of you folks that are moving to Tennessee, and Tennessee is a wonderful state. I used to live there, and at some point I will be going down there to visit some friends and to also do some YouTube videos. But unfortunately, the cost of living in Tennessee has gotten ridiculous in my opinion. And 65 down there is like a freaking parking lot. So if you want to live in an area that's more affordable to where traffic is not going to be crazy and housing prices will still be affordable, come up here to Indiana. And there are some of you from California that are coming here to Indiana. Why? Because you're smart. And you know that you're going to get more bang for the buck here in Indiana than you will in many other parts of the country. And here in Indiana, your property taxes are going to be among the nation's lowest. And also here in Indiana, whatever your primary residence is, you will qualify for what they call a homestead break, to where basically whatever your yearly taxes are for your property, like if your property taxes are, let's say, $1,000 a year, rather than paying $1,000, you will only be required to pay $500. So if you come into a community out here to where the average property tax might be, I'm gonna say, a couple of $1,000 a year, and I don't know what they are out here. I'm just throwing numbers out here. I'm just speculating. So if you move around here or in a community like this, where your property taxes might be around a couple of $1,000 a year, just think, you can live in an area out here, you can live in a community like this, and your property taxes will only be $1,000 a year. A lot cheaper than what you'll pay even in Tennessee. I mean, look how nice it is out here. Look at all this. Nice big yards. Nice and nestled in a nice quiet part of Madison County. I mean, look at all this. I mean, you come in here to Indiana with a couple $100,000 or so, look at what you get. I mean, I can almost guarantee you, if you try to go to many parts of Tennessee with a couple $100,000, you're not going to get anything this nice. And for those of you that are from Tennessee or know about Tennessee, and you're watching this video, if I'm wrong, leave a comment below. Now, granted, for $200,000, there are nice communities in Tennessee where you can buy a house. It's just they're not going to be as nice as this one, in my humble opinion. Now, Edgewood does not have any real amenities. I mean, here in Edgewood, you do have a gas station. But if you need to do any type of shopping, then you're going to have to drive into Anderson, which is only a couple of miles down the road from here. So for any shopping or anything you need to get done, your best bet would be to drive into Anderson. Now, of course, out here, you're not going to be real far from Hamilton County. So if you want to go visit the suburbs and enjoy some of the suburban amenities here in Indiana, I mean, from here, if you go down Route 32, otherwise known as Nickel Avenue in Anderson, then, yeah, if you go down 32, you drive about I want to say 15 miles or so, then you'll be in Noblesville, Indiana, which is Hamilton County. So I would say about 15 miles or so down the road from here, you'll be right into Hamilton County, and you'll be able to take in some of the suburban amenities at that point. And of course, you're not going to be super far from Indianapolis. I mean, from around here, you know, you can probably get to Indianapolis in maybe 25 minutes, half hour tops. From here, you can get to Indianapolis. Alright folks, I'm going to end this video. At this point, I am no longer in the city limits of Edgewood. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Everybody have a blessed one, and I will see you guys on the next video.